What is up, YouTube? Today I will be talking about 14 building games for those who enjoy the creative creation aspect of gaming. I want to apologize in advance for any name butchering that occurs in this video. It will happen, and I can't avoid it. So let's get started. First, we are going to start with TinyGlade. TinyGlade is a cozy sandbox diorama builder where players craft charming, medieval-inspired structures like castles, cottages, and ruins. With no objective or resource constraint, it encourages relaxation and creativity. Enjoy grindless building, procedurally generated details, a serene atmosphere, and a comprehensive photography mode to capture your creations. As my subscribers would know best, this is by far my favorite game. I could talk about it all day long, but this guide is not just about TinyGlade, so let's move on before this video becomes another TinyGlade build. Next, we're going to go with Scrap Mechanic. Scrap Mechanic is a creative multiplayer sandbox game providing players the tools to build machines and adventure with friends. Set on a distant agricultural planet where farming robots have gone rogue, players must use ingenuity to survive, build, and explore. The game has a large focus on mechanical building, things like vehicles and machines in addition to the structures. Super unique and lots of fun, great for stretching that creativity muscle with access to over 400 building parts. There are 3 modes as well as multiplayer support. We have a creative mode where building is free, survival mode where you gather resources, craft items, and defend against hostile robots, and thirdly, the challenge mode. Test your engineering skills by either constructing or repairing contraptions with limited materials. This game also has modding capabilities as well as a Steam workshop where you can share and download other creations. Planet Coaster 1 and 2 is next on the list. Planet Coaster is a theme park simulation game that allows players to design and manage their own amusement parks. With detailed building tools and a variety of rides, it offers both creative freedom and management challenges. Build intricate structures and customize every aspect of your park. Sandbox mode is available if you wanted to just build and mess around without worrying about going broke, or you can try out the career and challenge modes for more dynamic gameplay. Planet Coaster has intricate building, but it is also a simulation game. Manage your park, coaster popularity, and guest satisfaction to achieve the ultimate goal of a thriving amusement park. Planet Coaster 2, compared to Planet Coaster 1, has a bunch of new features, but the standout features, at least in my opinion, are water parks, multiplayer mode, and restaurant management within your park. Planet Zoo. Planet Zoo is a zoo management simulation game focusing on animal welfare and conservation. Players build habitats, care for animals, and manage staff and finances to create a thriving zoo. By the same creators of Planet Coaster, Planet Zoo is very similar, just think massive zoos instead of a giant amusement park. The animals and exhibits are very detailed, so for those of you who want more animals inside of TinyGlade, you may find some satisfaction in creating a home for these little cute animals and taking care of them. Planet Zoo also has a sandbox mode where you can freely build without financial constraints, or you can try out the career and challenge zoos as well as a franchise mode. As far as freedom goes, Planet Coaster and Planet Zoo have the ambiance and the freedom. One of the bigger gripes I see amongst the TinyGlade players is that they wish there was more life in your build. People walking around, more animals, things of that nature to make the final build feel alive when it's all said and done. If that is something you are after, you may really enjoy these builders. You can sit and marvel at your creations actually functioning once you complete them. And they have simulation aspects of the game as well as challenges to round out that gaming experience when or if you get bored of it. Townscaper. Townscaper is a minimalist city building game. Effortlessly craft cities with simply the click of a mouse. Pick your color from a palette, plop down the colored block of the houses on the irregular grid, and watch Townscaper's underlying algorithm automatically turn those blocks into cute little houses, arches, stairways, bridges, and lush backyards depending on their configuration. Townscaper is not really TinyGlade related at all, however it is closer to that category. No grinding for resources, click the grid system, and depending on how you choose to place your blocks, the city will procedurally generate. The sounds are very cute as well. They have cute little popping sounds. You may enjoy that. Next on the list is, I'm sorry in advance for this butcher, Dystopica. Dystopica is a meditative city sculpting experience set in a cyberpunk world. This sandbox game allows players to build sprawling futuristic cities adorned with neon lights and towering skyscrapers. With no goals or management mechanics, Dystopica offers a relaxing environment to unleash your creativity and design a dystopian cityscape and capture the end result via a photo mode that includes filters and exporting options. If I were to fit this game into a category, I'd say it's closer to Townscaper. Click, place, enjoy. Less than build, decide what the building looks like, and then enjoy it. It's just click, boom, 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 look at it, ooh, beautiful, done. Let's move into some survival games with beautiful building. Enshrouded. Enshrouded is an action RPG survival game set in the vast voxel-based world of Embervale. Players awaken as Flameborn and navigate a land shrouded in deadly mist. The game combines survival mechanics with deep crafting systems, a real-time combat, supporting both solo and cooperative multiplayer experience. This game is more survival and the building is a tool to survive. So you will have to farm and unlock the building materials for your base, but the textures in the block system allows us to make some super unique, beautiful bases. Next is No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky is an open universe exploration game where you can travel across procedurally generated planets, discover alien life forms, mine resources, and uncover the mysteries of the galaxy. Whether you're flying through space, trading with alien factions, or just wandering strange new worlds, the game offers a massive amount of freedom. Since launch, it has evolved into a deep immersive experience full of creativity, adventure, and co-op exploration. No Man's Sky has always let you build bases, but over the years it has turned into a serious creative sandbox, with updates adding advanced building tools, wiring, teleporters, decorative pieces, and even terrain editing. You can now create everything from a cozy outpost to a sprawling sci-fi city. No Man's Sky offers a creative mode that lets you skip all the grinding and just focus on designing cool stuff on any planet you discover. It's perfect if you like your building mixed with exploration, weird biomes, and total freedom. Astroneer. Astroneer is a space-themed sandbox game. Set during the 25th century intergalactic age of discovery, players explore and colonize alien planets, gathering resources and crafting structures. In my opinion, Astroneers is on the outskirts of a builder game. The building is more modular in that you are placing items and building up your base in order to do more exploration. The focus of the game is on the exploration, gathering, and crafting more than the building, but it's cozy and I like it, so I've added it to the list. A survival game that's upcoming but's not out yet, but we have seen gameplay recently, is Dune Awakening. Dune Awakening is something I'm very excited for. It is a survival open world with PvP and PvE, but specifically the base building is going to be unique in that we will be able to build our base and then create a blueprint of the base, and we are going to be able to sell it on the exchange or give it away to our friends. So it's going to offer game builders, like people like us that like that creativity, we're going to be able to take our skill and use it as a tool in the game, as a way to make money in the game, which I think is really unique and we haven't seen done yet. So I will be playing this. I'm very excited about it, and the base building is super futuristic, grungy city. You know, it's going to be good. I think the building is going to be something really unique that we haven't seen before, and I'm very excited to play with it. Let's move on to the final category, which is life sim builders. Let's start with The Sims. The Sims is a life simulation game series. The game features open-ended gameplay where players can choose their own goals and objectives, customizing their Sim's appearance, personality, skill, relationship, and environment. If you're dreaming of designing your perfect home, this is the place to do it. Sure, you normally need money to build, but just turn on those testing cheats and skip straight to the fun part. With tons of expansions and decor items, it's a cozy creative playground that never really gets old. In this life sim category, after decades of The Sims dominating, we have two new games coming out, Inzoi and Paralives. Inzoi very recently became available on Steam, and Paralives is not yet available, but it's something to look forward to. Let's quickly touch on both of these. Inzoi is a life simulation game developed by Krafton, aiming to provide a hyper-realistic simulation experience. While specific gameplay details are currently limited, Inzoi is expected to offer extensive customization and immersive environments, allowing players to craft detailed virtual lives. Paralives is an upcoming life simulation indie game developed by Paralive Studio for both Windows and Mac. It features house building and management in a small town. This game is scheduled for early access release in 2025. We are going to put Paralives in the category of not out yet, along with Dune Awakening and this final addition to our list, Outside the Blocks. Outside the Blocks is a creative sandbox game that allows players to design their own dioramas in a relaxing, stress-free environment. With no objectives or pressure, it encourages artistic expression through building and customization. Since this game is diorama-based and not so much world-based, it is more constrained, and I don't want to upset anyone, so don't get upset. I see a lot of TinyGlade comments where we want more space. I want to build bigger buildings, right? This game is forced tiny. Like, it's actually tiny. It's a diorama. It's like a snow globe kind of size. If you think about it like snow globe related, because that's kind of how I saw it. You can pick the platform and then you can choose different glass to go around it. So it's literally a diorama. Like, it's intended to be tiny. So if you don't like tiny and constrained proportions, you may not like this. But that's just, again, my opinion. There is space for this. I think TinyGlade has etched out a new genre, and we're going to see more games like TinyGlade come into the gaming scene, and I do think Outside the Blocks is one of those in this category now. And there you have it. 14 building games to enjoy when you want to relax, game, and build. I hope you found this helpful. If you have any games I missed, I'd love to hear about them in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.